On this episode of UTR, we head down the road to area code 734. Because when you dial it, you get cool things like Camp Bacon, bacon, the Manchester Chicken Broil, and a cool Celtic festival. Heck, we even found a church turned into a bountiful brewery. So get ready to explore the cool people, places, and things that make Michigan's area code 734 a place you can't ignore.
City by city, town after town, one sidewalk blends into another. But there is a place where every street is different. Every corner plays a new song. Every day is a festival. Where storefronts, cafes, and artists all say, mix it up. Take another taste. Linger a little longer. Ann Arbor does it up different. Ann Arbor does it pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
There's something special about the pride, the skill, and the passion it takes to build something great. The Construction Association of Michigan, CAM, understands that passion and has been providing contractors with the resources they need since 1885. A visit to the Stalls Automotive Museum will take you back to a time when cars were more than just a way to get around. In addition to beautiful cars, enjoy the collection of gas pumps, road signs, oil cans, and other car-related accessories. Info at stallsauto.com. DestinationAnnArbor.org is your gateway to Chelsea, Dexter, Manchester, Milan, Saline, Ypsilanti, and Ann Arbor. Find out the best spots to eat, festivals to attend, activities to do, and places to discover at DestinationAnnArbor.org.
I've been around the world, but there's one place I keep coming back to. And the more I explore, the more I realize it's the place to be. I'm Tom Dalton, and this is Under the Radar, Michigan. You know, on every episode of Under the Radar, we try to give you more. Well, on this episode, we're going to give you more of 734.
As in area code 734, because when you dial up this part of our great state, you get cool people doing cool things in cool places. Take it from me, I'm on the phone a lot, and a lot of the cool stuff that we discover is right here. And where's here, you ask? The 734 area code services a big chunk of southeast lower Michigan. Oh, and speaking of serving stuff, I smell bacon. Hello, UTR food enthusiasts. Now, you remember Ari Weinsweig and Zingerman's Deli from television shows such as Under the Radar Michigan Season 1. Well, guess what? He's back, only this time with bacon.
Now, you've heard the old expression, everything's better with bacon. Well, here at Zingerman's Camp Bacon, even bacon's better with bacon.
That's right. Every year, food lovers come together to celebrate how this salty, sweet, and savory snack satisfies your brain, your belly, and even your soul. Foodies find out where bacon comes from, how it's made, and why it's so darn good. From sensational speakers from around the world to substantial samplings, this incredibly tasty culinary camp keeps people coming back year after year. I caught up with Ari at the camp's main event, and the two of us bantered about bacon for quite a while.
Ari, I was going to ask you what inspired you to start Camp Bacon, but after all, it's bacon.
It is bacon, but there is actually a more interesting or mindfully created story behind it. About 10 or 11 years ago, I did a book called Zingerman's Guide to Better Bacon. What I was trying to do was help people understand that it's not just bacon as one entity in the same way that it's not just wine. Like there's wine from different regions. There's lousy wine, and there's good wine, and there's amazing wine. There's red wines and white wines and different grapes and styles of making it, and the same is true for bacon. And so I wanted to go a little deeper. As you know, we like to do it that way, and so go deeper and really tell the stories of some of the artisan producers and what makes one bacon different from the next and what makes a good bacon good. And so as I was drafting the book, I sort of made up this idea of Camp Bacon. I had, as a kid, gone to a Camp Ramah, which is a good Jewish camp where they keep kosher and everything, and so it just seemed
Where's
like
the bacon?
it seemed sort of funny that we would have we could make up this thing called Camp Bacon where everything would be the opposite. So where we're at sitting right now is the main event, which is sort of I call it a zing train session for pork. So it's we've got, as you've already experienced this morning, about 12 or 13 really great speakers, all sharing different perspectives. And most of the bacon festivals and stuff in the country are, not that it's bad, but it's mostly like,
They just eat bacon.
eat a ton of bacon and drink a lot of beer, and I'm not down on those, but we want to do it in our style. So it's interesting, but it's also touching your heart and your head.
You're a one-man culinary cultural icon. It's like, I can't believe what you've done. It's not just in this Ann Arbor.
It's a group effort. I mean, Paul and I've been at this 36 years, and, we got great people to work with, and none of us could do any of this alone. So the truth is, if the people weren't crafting the food, we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Or eat.
And if the customers, we live in a great community where people, and really they come from all over now, but are willing to, to pay more to buy better food and support the artisan work. And I think the whole point is that we're all interconnected, and the more we understand that and honor that, the cooler everybody's life gets. And the world at large right now is not exactly the most spiritually uplifting place to be, but for the next whatever day, which is today, we get to actually be in our own little world of Camp Bacon and embrace diversity and teach culture and caring and generosity and collaboration, and do it all while eating good food, and that's a pretty cool thing.
I can't top that. That's awesome.
This camp is amazing, and the people who put it on are as passionate as the bacon is delicious.
So what's your secret for making bacon?
So for us, it's about time and a lot of patience. So for us, we've got an 1888 smokehouse, which is a pretty cool thing to have. And so we get to smoke right into there. But really, we've been, for Camp Bacon, we brought in 20 different bacons for us to taste. So we're in a pretty good place today.
I didn't know there were that many bacons.
There's a lot more than that, which is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. Now, this is usually the time when I say, oh my gosh, what is that over there? Then I run away with the food, but I'm not grabbing that.
Yeah, this one's still peltingly hot.
So where are we going right now?
Right here, the smokehouse. So so the farm was originally a 600-acre dairy farm.
Yeah.
And this was built in 1888 as a milk house, so not a smokehouse. It wasn't an ice house, but it was a place where they could store the milk, so it was slightly cooler. We've taken liberties with it and turned it into a smokehouse. So Brian Merkel.
Liberties meaning you just light a fire in it.
We put a new shingles on the roof and everything.
Oh my gosh! There's actual meats in there. So what land mammals were these?
These are from pigs.
They're all from pigs. Oh, look at them. Look at that. That's like candy. That's like a big piece of candy.
We've been smoking these for 24 hours now. I brought them in my suitcase from Minnesota yesterday, which
it is kill bag.
Brought them in your
That's what it looked like.
So they're already cured, just ready to smoke.
What do your socks smell like?
Well, Smokey, I'm very popular with dogs, including dogs in the security at the airport.
Now, the only way to make this segment any better would be to add smell-o-vision, because the smoky aromas I encountered were wonderful. So if hobnobbing with fellow bacon buffs, all while sampling selections of this savory snack, sounds like a camp you'd consider, get a hold of Zingerman's and book Camp Bacon today. It's 5 days of philosophical and flavorful fun you won't soon forget. Bacon. Every festival that happens here in Michigan has its own unique flavor. And this one tastes like chicken. Lots of chicken. It's called the Manchester Chicken Broil. It's a ton of fun, raises lots of money for this great community, and it happens every July right here in, well, you guessed it, Manchester. To help me get a handle, and hopefully a chicken leg, on this legendary event is co-chairman Mike Tyndall. So first of all, what's the history of this hen-filled festival?
Well, back in the early 50s, a professor from Michigan State University, Dr. Howard Zindell, he went around the state of Michigan promoting poultry, the industry for poultry. And he had a revolutionary way in the time of preparing poultry. And
how was it done normally before then?
I don't know the answer to that.
Friction heat, you rub your chicken real fast.
Well, he took a 55-gallon drum and cut it lengthwise and laid it open and filled it with charcoal and grill it over open charcoal. And he basted it with nothing more than butter and seasoned it with salt. And it was revolutionary. Remember, back in the 50s, everybody didn't have a charcoal grill on their porch like they do now.
True.
And so now everybody cooks it like that almost every night.
Now explain this revolutionary new method for cooking chickens. It's happening behind us, right?
That's correct. We've got 4 100-foot pits that are lined with block. They're lined with sand on the bottom, and we put charcoal in the bottom, and we heat the charcoal up and cook the chickens over the grills.
Have you contacted Guinness Book of World Records? Because that might be the biggest barbecue ever.
We have, and we are amongst the biggest, yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
This is a single-day event. We're going to serve, in 4 hours, we're going to serve about 9,500 dinners.
9,500 chicken dinners in less than 4 hours?
Yes.
Is that even possible?
Every year.
Don't ask the chickens.
Every year we've done it for 64 years.
Amazing. Now, what do you get for your dinner?
You get a whole half a chicken. It's about 1.5 pounds. You get a cup of our world-famous secret recipe coleslaw. You get a roll with butter and a bag of chips and a water.
But all the money goes back into the community.
Every penny. All the profits go back to the village. We don't have any paid staff. Myself, my co-chairman, and all the people working here are all volunteers. So after our bills are paid, all the money goes back to the local nonprofits.
So this event truly creates a sense of place for the community.
Absolutely does. All of our workers come out here every year. If you look around, they're working hard, they're sweating. And I always look at it like an ant maze. It gets tipped over, all the ants are going in every direction, but every ant knows what it's doing. That's what this is, because every worker has worked here many, many years in the area they're working, and they perfected it, and they make it go so smooth.
You guys ever sponsor a TV show?
We've certainly given it some thought.
All of a sudden, I want a chicken dinner.
Well, since we're not talking turkey, time to go check in with some Manchester chicken dinner makers and chicken dinner chewers.
Well, you know, they say a family that eats chicken together eats chicken together. Yeah. That's why I just made that up. I'll give you $100 for the recipe.
Not enough.
$200.
Not enough.
300, 400 bucks, $500.
No.
Now, apparently what's going on here is this is the drive-through line, and look at this conveyor belt. Look at these chicken dinners coming out of here. And people actually pull up in their cars, like these people right here, they actually pull up in their cars, and they get their chicken. You here for some chicken dinners?
Pardon?
You here for some chicken dinners? You're also on TV. Oh. Go ahead, you got to wave, so if you see yourself, you'll be waving at yourself. I'm sorry, folks, I've got an announcement to make. Apparently, they're all out of chicken. Get them! Oh! So, are you guys here for the chicken or the chicken?
Well, I'm here for the chicken.
Well, you're making quick work of that. Hey, he's winning. He's really way ahead of you. So you're the official Slaw Wrangler?
Yeah.
That's a tough job?
Yeah.
You like coleslaw?
Yeah.
You can be honest, you like coleslaw?
I love coleslaw.
Okay, I'm just checking, because my kids won't eat it. I love the stuff. How long you been doing this?
3 years, I think.
Wow, so you're an old timer.
Yeah.
Thanks for your service.
Welcome.
Oh.
My hands are kind of wet.
Yeah, I just found that out.
So if you get the chance, find your way to this fun, foul-filled festival. You'll get a genuine Manchester sense of place, and a plate of chicken, too. Yep, tastes like chicken, but what'd you expect?
You better not watch this. Now, let's face it, a lot of people worship beer. Well, if you're a true believer in this bubbly beverage, then this is a pilgrimage that will positively please your palate.
And that's because this one-time church right downtown Saline is now churning out awesome ambers and incredible edibles. They call it Salt Springs Brewery. And if you consider beer a higher calling, these guys are a trio you can trust. Meet Ron Schofield, Ed Brocious, and Mark Zadvinskis, the three brewsketeers who turned this place into a holy house of hops. And people are coming from far and wide to chew, tip a few, and connect with fellow followers. So with beer in hand, I sat down with Ed and Ron to find out how their quest for the holy ale began.
Now, you guys are aware of the fact that home brewing is actually, it's a gateway activity?
It is. Oh, sure.
Okay, did you guys start? Is that how you guys started?
That's how I started, yeah. I've been all grain brewing for 28 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you had that mustache that long? I have to shake your hand, by the way, for that mustache. I mean, I fortify mine, but I could never do that. That's incredible.
My wife won't let me.
So you started as a home brewer?
I started as a home brewer, yeah. In fact, when I was 12 years old, I was making wine just as a technological curiosity.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's what parents thought. So they go, like, sure, go ahead.
Now, how did you guys end up in a church?
I'll take that one. So this was a church turned to a beautiful gift shop that people moved on, sat vacant. Another group took it up and turned it into an event space to where they would have weddings, parties, city events would be here. And they were, making decisions about moving on with their lives. And we approached them sort of, back door, and they're like, well, yeah, we would like to retire. That sounds like a great idea. And we got it under contract before anybody else knew, and just went to work.
Well, the atmosphere in here is heavenly. I mean, it's just with the stained glass and just the acoustics. It's just a wonderful place.
This building has been here since 1899, and before that, there was a Greek Revival style frame building that sat on it until it burned down, and I think before that there was a mud hut that was used. So this site has always been a focal point in town, and we wanted to respect it, and we feel that it's just to be part of still, a place where people can come.
Where did the name come from? Salt Springs?
So of course, as we're sitting trying to decide, what should we do with this, it's like, well, we could really do this churchy related thing like other, breweries have done. Or the Celine was founded by the French, and there's actual salt flat that's about a half a mile from here. And we're like, oh, well, that's, really interesting. We did some work and investigated the background of that and thought, well, Salt Springs would be a really nice way to tie and ground, this building to the community. And it's really, it was either, something community related or something, related to the church aspect.
Well, I read on your website that the woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers used to roam this area?
Sure.
So animal follows man, man finds church, man makes beer, man opens brew pub.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much it?
I think you've summed it up. Thanks.
Well, you guys you're known for your beers are true to style?
Ed doesn't think peanut butter belongs in a beer.
No, so you guys don't do the raspberry beers and the...
And everything we do here is very delicate. If we're gonna push the envelope, it's gonna be very subtle, because I'd rather not chase people away. Some people might appreciate, a really bold beer. We make bold beers, but we make doubles and traditional styles like Russian Imperial Stouts and things like that are meant to be bold. They're historically, traditionally bold, but I really think that it's far more challenging to arrive at a good example of style, a traditional style. So we have a complete array of world styles, probably 22 different world style beers.
So in other words, you're not trying too hard. You're taking classic traditional styles and doing them right.
Doing them right.
And I've heard great things about the food here as well.
Thank you. Yep. Kitchen's kind of small, but
some of the best food we've had comes out of kitchens that are the size of closets.
We make all of our own sauces, gravies. Hamburger is blended for us to a specification, so it's really, everything we do is scratch made. Yep. And that's where I think people really taste the difference. It's not coming out of a big can, there's not gravy out of a can type of a thing. Although I do like to send Chef pictures of gravy in a can to just inspire her.
What do you guys love about Celine?
Demographic is a mix of, farm. There's still active farms out here, and then we have high tech. And the people are just decent. We're great people here, so yeah.
And we have the culture of Ann Arbor close by, or even Detroit. So it's a pretty centrally located area that has a lot to offer.
What do people usually say when they come in here for the first time and they see this place?
The first thing they generally do is look up at the mural on the ceiling, because that's generally the eye catcher, and that was intentional, to pay homage to the church, to creation, and the creation of beer. So it's the Holy Trinity, and actually a longtime friend of mine, an architect, and a painter. I commissioned him to do it, and he's like, well, how can I turn that down? Painting creation on the dome of a church again.
And speaking of which, here's to creating the ultimate Celine solution.
Celine solution. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If beer is near and dear to your heart, body, and soul, savor the flavors at Salt Springs Brewery. It may no longer connect you with that big guy in the sky, but it will connect you with this great community. And I'd say that's definitely worth a beer or 3.
What do Saline, Michigan, and Wales over in the UK have in common? Just about the funnest festival you'll ever frequent. Is there a draft in here?
That's right. Unpack your pleated plaid and get ready to celebrate a cornucopia of Celtic customs at the Saline Celtic Festival. It happens every July at Mill Pond Park, and you'll find all things pertaining to Celtic culture. Now, before I carve out my Celtic schedule, I should probably check in with Jim Peters and see what's up.
Okay, Jim, where's your kilt?
Home.
At home?
I'll have it tomorrow.
Yeah, you promise.
Yeah, today's a work day for me, so I keep it clean. I keep it home. I'll have it tomorrow.
How long has this festival been going on?
This is our 23rd year.
23 years?
23 years. Yep.
And there's that many Celtic aficionados here? Or?
Well, you know, Saline was founded by Celtic people.
Now, what kind of things happen here at the festival?
We play bagpipes, and we have Highland athletes and Highland dancers, historic reenactors, lots of food and beer. And,
Wouldn't be a festival without that.
No. This year, on the beer side, we have all Michigan craft brewers. We feature all Michigan food and all Michigan bands. So we try to keep it local.
Right. Yeah, so it seems like a great thing for the family, or just to bring your significant other down here, and just, even if you're not from anywhere near that part of the world, just for one night.
Well, you know, if you walk around here, we've got every walk of life. You don't have to be Celtic to enjoy this. It's like St. Patty's Day. Everybody's Irish on St. Patty's
For one
Day.
day, right. Now, I'm wearing, obviously, the traditional Celtic garb, as it were. What is this little thing in the front?
It's called a sporran bag.
Okay.
It's basically a man purse.
Oh, it's a man satchel.
Yep.
Don't call it a purse, it's a satchel.
Yep. Right. Don't call it a skirt.
Right. So what do I put in here?
You know, last year I had my glasses, my cell phone, and everything else.
Oh, so it's not for lunch?
No, you could put lunch in there, yeah.
Oh, okay. You ever seen my Irish dancing?
No, I'd like to see it.
No, you won't see it. I doubt anybody will see it.
Now, if you want to get a real feel for this festival, you've got to spend some time with the athletes who work it. And I mean work it.
And what's this first thing you're going to show us you're going to do here?
This is the Sheaf Toss. It's a North America-specific event in the Highland Games. We have a series of events. We'll go through a few of them today.
Oh, I thought it was a sheep toss. Oh, thank gosh. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, show me what you do. Do your thing.
All right, well, the object is to take this weighted sack and get it over that bar. You raise the bar, people fall out as they go. Last man over the bar wins.
Okay.
Or woman.
Yeah, that'll be me. Okay, there we go. Yeah! Holy cow.
You want to try it?
I think Tom's got it.
I'm not trying that. Are you kidding? So what's this one?
This is the weight for distance. There are 2 of them. This is a 56-pound known as a heavyweight.
Right. Oh, I thought you meant weight for, because I can wait all day, but okay.
No, this is a weight on a chain, basically. Okay. And this is a 28-pound weight. This is what they call the lightweight.
And just see how far you can throw it.
Exactly.
All right, do your thing. Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, he was trying to hit her, and you saw it here first. No,
I
that
don't
was
have to walk too far to shag it.
That was awesome.
And of course, it wouldn't even be close to Celtic without incredible pipers like Tom Todd, who play this awesome and ancient instrument.
Why do bagpipes always make me cry? So if you can, try and make it to the Saline Celtic Festival. You'll have a great time. But I do recommend bringing your own kilt. That way you'll avoid any wardrobe malfunctions. Oh, dear Lord. Sorry, my fault. Oh, boy.
Hey there. Want to know more about all the great places we go on the program? Just go to our website. You can watch episodes, tell us where to go, jump to our Facebook page, and even buy a hat like mine. So just go to utrmichigan.com. That's utrmichigan.com. Go now. Or now.
City by city, town after town, one sidewalk blends into another. But there is a place where every street is different. Every corner plays a new song. Every day is a festival. Where storefronts, cafes, and artists all say, mix it up. Take another taste. Linger a little longer. Ann Arbor does it up different. Ann Arbor does it pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
There's something special about the pride, the skill, and the passion it takes to build something great. The Construction Association of Michigan, CAM, understands that passion and has been providing contractors with the resources they need since 1885. A visit to the Stalls Automotive Museum will take you back to a time when cars were more than just a way to get around. In addition to beautiful cars, enjoy the collection of gas pumps, road signs, oil cans, and other car-related accessories. Info at stallsauto.com. DestinationAnnArbor.org is your gateway to Chelsea, Dexter, Manchester, Milan, Saline, Ypsilanti, and Ann Arbor. Find out the best spots to eat, festivals to attend, activities to do, and places to discover at DestinationAnnArbor.org.